Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to show you how to add a file upload button to your Divi website. Now, Divi comes with some great forms as standard and there's some great features to them, but unfortunately the one thing that the form is missing is a file upload button. So let's get started. To do this today, I want to add a free plugin. Let's go to our dashboard. We'll go to plugins. I'm going to say add new. And we're going to use Contact Form 7, which is a free plugin. Simply type Contact Form 7 in the search bar and hit the install now when it comes up. And activate. Now once it's activated, you've got this nice little contact button on your menu over to the left side there. So let's click on that and create our first form. It gives you one by default. That's what I'll work with today for simplicity. We'll just go ahead and edit it. Now it doesn't look like a whole lot, but what we've got there, we've got a text line and it's called your name, and we've got an email line here, email, and we've got a subject line which is another text line just with the title of subject. You've got your message, which is a text area, and you've got a submit button, which is a submit button obviously. Now we want to add a file upload, so put your cursor where you want the file upload to appear. Generally it's just above the submit button, and then just click on the file button here. That's the one we want today. Now it gives you the option here, you can add a size limit to the amount of the size of the files they're allowed to upload in bytes. Remember, 1024 bytes is a megabyte, so you can limit it if you want to. It accepts most files, most image files and document type files. If you want to choose which ones to accept only, just put them in there, like docx and etc., PDF, whatever you want to put there. We don't need an ID, and for the button we don't need a class attribute either. We will be using some class in a minute to style our form. So let's insert the tag, and there it is, there's the file upload button. So let's save our form and go ahead and insert it into a page. Now, to insert it into the page, you just need to copy the shortcode. Shortcode's up here, just left click on it, it'll highlight it for you. Hit Control-C or right click and copy, however you prefer to do it. Let's go to our page. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to delete our little form here. So I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. Now I'm going to delete the form we've got here. I'm going to install a code block. You can do this with a text module if you want, but seeing as it's a short code, I'm going to go ahead and use the code block. And here it is. It doesn't really look like much, but we've got everything we need here. We've got our name, email, subject, and message. And there is, most importantly, our choose file button and our send button. Now what would be nice if we could style this so it looked like the elegant themes form, and that's pretty easy. What I'll do is I'll write some CSS. I'll show you how I do it in case you want to work it out yourself. If not, I'm going to put this CSS down below and you're more than welcome to use it. Now to target all these fields, we need to give them some classes. So let's save what we've got going on here. We'll save our page changes and we'll exit the Visual Builder here. Now let's go back to our form, and I'm actually going to add some class names to our form, and I'm going to put the class names just after where it says text your name. So I'm going to say class, and I'm going to just put a colon, and it's going to be FRM, short for form. You can put anything you want, just remember what you put as your class. And I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it on all the other forms that I want to style. So that's going to be the email address, the subject, and also it's going to be the text area as well, because we're going to give it the same background as the Divi form, which I happen to know is EEE, which is that light grey color. Okay, so now we've got that, let's save that. I'm going to go to my theme customizer and we'll actually style that. Now the customizer, just go down to Divi and you'll find it. I've already got mine open here. Let's go. And here it is. Here's our little page. Here's our little form. So let's go down to our additional CSS. And we'll put the class name of FRM or form. Now it's a class name, so we need a period or dot in front of it. FRM. Open and close some brackets. Now inside there is where we're going to write our code. Now all of these, that field, that field, that field, and this field have all got the class of form. So anything I apply to here should do all three of those. So let's firstly get that background color, background. And like I say, I know that was 3 E's, or you can actually put, it's actually 6 E's, but with CSS3 you only need to put 3 E's in there. So I'll put EEE. And there you see it, it's put it in there for us. And these fields haven't changed here, so let's try putting important after it. There we go, that's forced them to change there. Now we need to make those a little bit wider, so I'm going to add a bit of padding. I'm going to say padding. I'm going to give it about 18 pixels. And again, it's done it to this one, but it hasn't done it to these. So I'm going to just copy over that important. Don't like to use the important unless we have to, but in some cases you have to. Let's take that back a little bit. And as you can see, these are starting to look more like the Divi sort of default ones at the moment. And I want to make them full width, so I'm going to say width 100%. Great, that worked absolutely fine. Semicolon. Now let's have a look. I want to make that font size a little bit bigger. So let's make our font size, say 16 pixels. And obviously copy this code, use it if you want to. It'll be down below the video, and just manipulate it so it works for you. Yeah, that's fine. And that border around them is okay, but the Divi one, it doesn't put a border around there. So just to keep it in line with the regular Divi one, I'm going to say border none. And we might have to force that as well. Yeah, it's still there. So again, we'll put that in important. That's got rid of it. So that's pretty much looking like I want it to look now. Don't think there's anything else I want to do to there. Now, at the moment, our labels or the names are on top right there, which is fine. Divi by default puts theirs in the middle, so we can do that with our form. Let's just publish our changes here, and we'll go back to the form. And what we'll do, here's the label, your name required. I'm going to cut that. Control X to cut, so it's not on top anymore. And after our class name there, I'm going to give it a space, and I'm going to say placeholder, placeholder. That's what they call the text when it's actually inside the form field itself. And just need to give it a space, open and close some inverted commas, and that's where we're going to put the actual name that we want there. So in between the inverted commas, I'm going to paste that text that I just cut. Instead of required, I think I'm just going to have a little star, which is pretty common. You can have required if you want. I'm going to do the same thing for this one, so I'm just going to copy what I've done here. And I'm going to paste it on that one. I'm going to paste it on this one. I'm going to paste it on this last one, which is the text area. Now all I need to actually do is go in and take what I want to put in there. And again, I'm going to get rid of the required. And if you don't want subject as required, obviously just overwrite the little star there, or asterisk. And last but least, your message. And we'll leave that one as required. And want to make sure we've taken all these away here, or else they'll still be on top. So label nothing, label nothing, label nothing. That's our file upload right there. This is our submit button. So we should be good there. Let's save that. Go back to our customizer. We can check it right here. Let's just refresh this. Go on down. Now, as you can see, we've got the labels which were on top. We've actually got them inside the fields how we wanted to, and we got that little asterisk for required there. Great. Can't do too much with our choose file button. We'll just leave that as it is, but we can actually customize our little send button there. So let's just do that quickly, and we'll call this done. So I'm going to drop down a couple. I'm going to right click on here. I'm using Google Chrome here with the great inspector tools. So we can see this has got a class of WPC F7 submit. Double left click on that. I'm going to copy the class name, which is the WPC F7 submit. Control C to copy. It's a class, so I need a period. Now I'm going to put that there. Let's go down so we can see it. And let's start putting in some code and make that button actually how we want it. Couple of open and close some curly brackets. And let's say give it a blue background. Want to make it a bit bigger, so let's give it some padding. And top and bottom I'll give it 15 pixels. Left and right I'll give it 30 pixels. That's it. Now I want to make that text white in color. So I'll just say color. FFF, or you can put in white if you want to. And I think I want to make that a little bit bigger again. Probably 16 pixel do it, so I'll steal that from up there. The font size. That's better. That's pretty much it. It's got that little border around it. Let's get rid of that border. So we'll say border none. Fantastic. Now the only thing I want to do to it now is I think I'll give it a hover color, so it changes color on hover. I want it to do it gradually, so let's say transition, make it take a second. Obviously you change this to whatever works for you. 1 second, you can have 0.5 seconds or whatever you want. You can do it in milliseconds. And now I'm just going to copy the class name. Put it down below, and I want to put colon, no space, submit, no space, and then the word hover with no space between the colon, submit, and hover. I want to open and close some curlies again. And in between, this time I want it to have a green background. We'll say background green. Semicolon. And we should be good to go. And as you can see, that's taking a second to fade from blue to green. So I'm going to call that done. So let's publish our changes. Let's go back to our page. And we've turned it from this not very interesting looking form into a regular sort of elegant themes looking form. Make sure everything's working. And there we have it. We've got our choose file or file upload button. Make sure it's going to work. Yeah, it's asking me to upload a file. We've got our send button, and we got it styled like the other elegant themes forms. Like I say, I'll put that CSS below. You're welcome to copy it, use it how you wish. So I hope you found that interesting and useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.